Today I am going to explain the introduction to graph of class 8 maths. Okay. Let me enter to the topic. Before entering to the topic, let me give the introduction where we are using the graph, what is the meaning of real graphical, and why we are using it. You should know about these all. Graph means you know that it has the visual representation of the data, right? So whenever we are instead of explaining anything, if you show the picture, easily you can understand. Suppose I want to tell something, if I am speaking continuously means you will get bored. But instead of that, if I show the picture to you, easily you can understand what I am trying to speak to you. So that only the graph, visual representation of the data. Suppose the informations are with us, that information how we can show it very clearly as well as which you can understand easily from the picture. That we are showing it in the graph. In lower classes you learned many types of graph. From class 6 onwards you started learning the graph, right? So first thing you learned about the bar graph. Bar graph is nothing but when you want to compare the information or you want to show the comparison of the categories. Suppose you are buying the things, right? One shop you are buying different things and you want to show it to the person. Then you can use the bar graph and show the things. Suppose we are comparing the information. Suppose you are running the hospital. Hospital, many cases will come. Nowadays it is corona situation, so we are not only the corona, we are mainly focused on corona only. But except corona, many other diseases also there. So if they conduct a survey, that time bar graph is more useful to compare the situations, right? So the whole year if they compare, right? Doctors are comparing their disease analysis they are doing, their analysis of work they are doing, it means easily they can compare that diseases, right? So general normal common cough and cold, how many are affected in the overall year, how much percentage people are affected by that one, as well as if you are other diseases, how they are affected, women related diseases, children related diseases, as well as many other common diseases, how many are. So like that survey if they conducted, there we can use the bar graph. Not only this one, other also you can use it, right? If you are running a company, overall year, last 10 years, what about your development? That also you can show it in this bar graph. Means it is, we are using the bars, means rectangles only we are using it. The bars are having the equal, that width it is equal width we are taking it. So here it is x-axis, any graph we are taking it, bar graph it is denoted as y-axis and it is x-axis, and this is the origin for you O where these two axes are meeting it, and you are taking it, suppose 2005, what is the development of your company, rise of your company. So you earn how much profit you earned, right? Like that if your company, your father is comparing or your relation they are comparing, your company, own company itself, if you want to see that, you can do it, use the bar graph and show you. Suppose this is the way we are comparing the categories. 2006 may it is improved and 2007 may it is somewhat reduced. Like that we are showing with the different bars. Bars is shown that informations are the data we can compare, right? Used to show the comparison of categories every year, what is the development. Like that we can show it through the bar. Bar, it is a rectangle only, it has the equal width in it, right? And next one, pie graph. This is also you learned in class 8, right? Just in data handling chapter you learned it. Pie chart you learned it, but pie graph is nothing but where you want to compare the whole information into parts. Suppose in a day, particular day or particular year, what is the work done by you, that you want to segregate things, then we can use the pie graph. Means it is in the circle, we can say that circle graph. So in the circle way we can divide it. And if you want to take a survey of people who like in your society or in your school, how many of them like the chocolates? Different type of chocolates are there. Different chocolates are there. Suppose you are taking the chocolate dairy milk, how many of them like? And then 5 star. right? Milk day. Like that we can compare the different variety of chocolates, except this also many are there. So just you want to compare it with this. We are using the pie graph, right? This is also one thing. So we can compare the chocolates. Many of them liking dairy, right? More than half percent will like the dairy milk, and half of them liking milk maid, and half are liking 5-star. Like that, you can taking the survey. Whole chocolate is the whole thing. From that, we are taking the part. We are going by the company wise. Then we can use the pie graph. Not only this one. This is one example I said. You can use many things. Whereas if you want to schedule your whole time in one day schedule, you want to make it. Then also you can use the pie graph. Suppose you want to make the timetable. Timetable also you can make it in the pie graph. How it is 30% time, 30% dates will be given to this subject, or 30% timing, 40% timing will be given to another subject. Like that you can divide the subject and give the percentage wise also you can use the pie graph. Where you want to compare the whole information in parts, then we are using the pie graph. Next one is that histogram. Histogram is that it is also one of the bar graph where we can show the information in the intervals. Intervals means till 2 to 5 I will do my homework, and 5 to 6 I will do my hobbies. Means I will take the rest, or I will play, I will go for do this all the other time, right? And 6 to 8 again I will sit for learning, and 6 to 8 also if you want to divide it you can divide it, and 8 to 9 again I will watch the TV, and 9 o'clock I will have the dinner, and then 10. Like that if you want to divide it, the informations are continuous. Where you are getting the continuous informations, then you can use the histogram, right? So shows in the intervals. So you are splitting your timing depends on that. Morning if you take the timing from, suppose you are starting with 10. So 0 to 10 we are showing it here. 0 to 10 the informations are given. And suppose you are starting from 2 o'clock. In between we are starting this. So from 0 to 2 we are not showing it. That we will show the zigzag line. This zigzag line is that from 0 to 2 we are not, 0 to 1 o'clock we are not showing it here. The information is missing over there. 0 to 1 we are starting from 2 onwards. That's to show that one, this zigzag line will be mentioned in the histogram, right? So x and the y axis, and 2 to 5. 2 to 5 you will take it. That will be shown in one graph. And 5 to 6 again. 6, 7, 8. Like that information goes on. So 5 to 6 again we are spending time for playing, and 6 to 7 we are doing for your maths work, or 7 to 8 we are doing some other things like that. Means so that information is the continuous one. The intervals are shown in the proper continuous one. So we are using the histogram over here. And the next one is line graph. This is new for you line graph. We are learning from the class 8 onwards, because till that time bar graph, double bar graph also you can use it, where you want to compare the two things together. Suppose your result and your friend result you want to compare it for overall class 1 to 8 means, then you can use the double bar graph. That also you have learned in class 7, right? And pie graph again you learned in 8. That is where you want to compare the parts into whole into parts. Then you are using the pie graph. Then histogram. This line graph we are learning it now. It shows the data. It displays the data continuously over the period of time. What is that over the period of time? You might be watched this line graph in the cricket match. Many of them seen in the cricket match. Cricket match they will show the run rate, right? When you compare the two teams, they will show the run rate. In 0 to 20, what is the run rate of India as well as the Pakistan or Australia or any other country you can take it. When they play it, they will compare the run rate. You might be seeing like this line graph, right? That is only the line graph. Where you want to display the data continuously over the period of time. So how they will compare it between the runs. Suppose 20 over match, T20 is there. Then CSK and the another one, they are comparing it, Rajasthan Royals, they are comparing it, or Mumbai Indians, they are comparing it. Like that means 20 over match it is. You know, in that 20 over match में from the first over, 0 over, that is first over 2 and first over as well as 5 over, we can take it 5, 10, 15, 20 also. Here the place is there, so I have taken like 5, 10, 15 and 20. 0 to 5 over में, what is the run rate? Suppose it can be very less. And then it is increase, 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 goes on like this. Right? So, where this informations are increase and goes for one CSK, it is increased like this. When it comes for Mumbai Indians, it may goes down and then in the 10th over onward they improve. Again they are coming like that. So this is the line graph where you want to shows the period of time within 20 overs में what is the run rate of that one, that we can display it in the line graph. And next one is that not only this one, you might be learned in the science part also, distance time graph, that will be shown to you, as well as velocity time graph, that also shown to you. And you want to say the particular date, what is the temperature if you want to find out, that also you can show through the line graph. Right? Many of the places it is used practically also. And then next one is linear graph. Linear graph is that it is also a line graph, but where the whole will be unbroken lines. Unbroken lines means here we are not comparing the two things, or we are not saying that. Unbroken lines when we are showing means it will be divided, it will be curved lines that we are using. Suppose I want to show the seating arrangement of the whole class. You and your friend is seated, so you want to show the seating arrangement of your classmates. It is seating arrangement will be row wise, you know, like this. So here, this is the first row. So we are seated. Suppose I am showing it here. So this is first and the second row. Here 1, 2 row, and in between gap will be there. So this gap will be present so that you can understand. So here one person is A1 is sitting, and A2, A3, A4, A5, and A6, A7, A8. Right? And here again the group it is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8. Last. Okay? They are seated like that. If you want to show the seating arrangement, where you seated, if you want to tell to someone else, or if you want to show it in the graph, how you can show it? Suppose A3 where he is seated in the second row and in the left corner, like that we can see. Suppose B3 I want to show it, means in the right corner, second row he is seated, right corner. Not right corner, second last of second row in the right, like that we are seeing. So instead of that one, we can mention it by linear graph. That is, we are using here coordinates. Coordinates means where the x value. Suppose this row, instead of row, we can say x coordinate. This line will be x. Where the sleeping line, that is the x for you. When you stood up, that become the y for you. So the same thing we can show it in the linear graph. How using the coordinates we can show it. How we can show it? Let me explain. Now you know that what is the different type of graph. Now the graph, linear graph, which are the informations we are taking it. It is unbroken lines only. We can show it all the information here, not only the seating arrangement. You can show different informations in the graph. Right? Now, first you should understand the graph. So I am making it, okay, and here will be broken line. To make you understand, I am dividing like this. So here it will be like that. Okay, each unit, we can say it's a unit also. This is 0, where this both the coordinate. This is x coordinate and this is y coordinate. where these both coordinates are meeting it, that is the origin point, right? So here it is the first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can mention it more also, 5, 6, 7 also, okay? Here we taken 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here also you can mention it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. They have taken 7, 7. So how we can show it here? Suppose here we are seated. Here A is there and here B is there. This point and here C is there, here D is there. Like that, to make you understand, I mentioned variable. How you can say the coordinates of this A? Where this line and this line, you are sleeping, X coordinate and your Y coordinate mean that point is XY coordinate for you, and you have to write the coordinates of that. So how we can write it? From where the line is Y coordinate is coming, that line you have to take it, and from where the X coordinate is coming, both will intersect here. This is the XY coordinate. First, always you have to write X only. Always the coordinate comes X comma Y. The coordinate always mentioned by X comma Y. So, what is the value of A? A coordinate is what? From 2, X you have to take it here. So first X we are taking. From 2 it is coming X coordinate and the Y coordinate. Both are 2 comma 2 1. Right? X coordinate also 2 and the Y coordinate also 2. And what about the B? Here X coordinate is 3 and the Y coordinate is 5. Which line is intersecting that line? You have to check that. Here X is 3 and Y is 5. 3 comma 5. Okay, and what about the C? If you take it here, it is 5, X is 5 and Y is 3. So it will be 5 comma 3. What about the D, which will be X is 6 and Y is 7. So 6 comma 7. We can write the coordinates. Suppose they are given the coordinates directly to you. How you can mark it on the graph? How you can represent on the graph? Suppose I can give it 1 comma 0 and 3 comma 4 and 5 comma 6. Like that coordinates are given. How you can represent on the graph? It's very simple. 1 comma 0. First you have to go to the X coordinate. Okay? So X is 1. But Y is 0. Y is 0 means the same only. Right? So X is 1, Y is 0. So the same one X axis it is coming. And next one 3 comma 4. X is 3. From there you move up. Y is 4. Where this 4 line is coming and meeting it, that point is 3 comma 4. Be careful, X is 3. You have to go sleeping line first. Right? After sleeping only you wake up. Enough? So first 3. From 3 you move up. You wake up, you are standing, little you are standing, and 4 came, you stand straight. 3 comma 4. Right? And next one 5 comma 6. So you are at 5 place. Your bed is at 5 place. You are slept on 5. You reached 5 now. Now you have to wake up till 6. Your height should be raised till 6. So you are raising your hand to raise and came to 6. From here it meeting, so 6, 5 comma 6. Like that you can represent on the graph coordinates. Right? So this is the, it is like a check to point you have given square matrix, so it is given to you. But in the normal graph, how you can represent? Normal graph also like this only. Where one minute thing that you have to know, each one is called one unit point. From 0 to 1, it is 1 unit. This 1 unit will be divided by 10 parts. That is, if you see the graph, you can see these lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 line is little dark, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10 line is little dark. Okay, here also it comes like that 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line is little dark, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th line is little dark. So one unit will be divided like this. Suppose we are taken like this 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth line is little dark. Okay, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th line is little dark. Same way you take it here. And then 8, 9, so this is called complete one unit. So each one unit. So like that, first unit, second unit, third, fourth, 5, 6. So if you practice in this one, then in graph of you can easily mark the point. I hope this video is clear for you about the introduction of graph. One point I missed out here, in the application of this graph, where else we are using it. Many of the places where we are using it. Each one variable will be controls the other variable also. Here we are taken the x coordinate and y coordinate. No? Sometimes x will be controlled by y. How? So if you compare the informations, no? Suppose if you want to eat more, you will get tired also. How? After eating we will feel laziness, no? Tired also. General way, if I want to say, if the electricity we used it more, our bill consumption we took it more, our bill also automatically increases. So here this suppose if you deposit some amount in the bank, your interest will be like that. If you invest more, then you will get the interest also more. Here investment become your independent variable and your interest is dependent variable. How? Suppose x is the independent variable, means y become the dependent variable. How it will be? Depends on the savings, interest will be increased. If the saving is less, interest also less. If the saving is more, interest also more. So this interest is depending on the savings. So one variable is depending on the another one, and it controls the variable also, that independent variable and dependent.